demonstrates trust in others. If you don't have trust, you're locking yourself out of the world of empowerment. If I look at empowerment and all of the things that we can empower people with, I can delegate. I can have people make decisions. I can have people make strategies. Giving people the power to do things is what empowerment means. If this is a room and empowerment are all of the different activities that we can have in this room, trust is the door that allows you to come into this room. If you don't trust the people, you can't empower. You won't delegate. We won't have them do the strategies. They won't be making decisions and all of the other elements of empowerment, which would end up meaning you'll be micromanaging, you'll be telling people what to do, you'll be doing all of their work. There's going to be a definite problem with work-life balance because you're going to be having to do all of the work of the other people. It creates a very negative situation. If you have a low score on this question, this is one in which you have to improve. It's also a question that's very difficult to improve in because why you don't trust is completely personal. And in fact, if you have two people that are sitting next to one another and they both say, oh, I don't trust my direct reports, and you ask them why, they're going to come out with different answers. They're going to tell you a different reason. I might not trust you because I want to have scores that are so high. I want my performance to be so high, and I'm so good that I can do that, but you can't. And so what happens is since I know you can't, I don't trust you that you can deliver this really high performance because they can't. And I might have a problem with my expectations as a leader. It might be my problem and not yours. I cannot trust you maybe because I asked you to do something, you delivered, and it wasn't what I was looking for. I delegated another task, you delivered that one, it wasn't what I was looking for. I delegated another task, you came back, it wasn't what I was looking for, and I said, can't trust him. He doesn't deliver. That would be a different reason or a different problem. See, what happens with the trust problem is there's lots of roads that come to lack of trust. There's many roads coming in. The problem is that we have to identify what road you have taken in, and then we've got to resolve that one. So the trust issue is one in which I would strongly recommend that if you don't understand what the problem is that is causing trust, if you can't identify that, then you really need to talk to the coach. Once you've identified it, then you need to make sure that you are going to apply the skills, the methods, or the practices that can help reverse that particular situation. For example, if I take the leader, that's expectations were way too high, that's an attitude problem. In the sense that if you're a level 9 and you were promoted because you were a level 9 and there's nobody on your team that's a level 9, that's why you were promoted. And if you want to continue at a level 9 and have them do the work, it just simply doesn't work that way. You have to take the level of the team and increase the level of the team, and we have to coach you on how to take your team from a level 7 and bring them up to 7.5, 8, etc. But the answer isn't you do the work to bring it to 9. So the problem is your expectations, but the resolution of that problem is teaching you how to go forward and improve the performance of that team until we're getting into a level that you're looking for. But not to not trust them because that's wrong. If you're not trusting them because they're not delivering on that performance, I would have to ask, are your expectations good? Did you set clear expectations with them? Is that functioning well? When they don't know what the problems are you coming back with them? In other words, when they're not delivering what you're looking for, in general, it's a leadership problem. It's leaders are not doing the things that they should be doing correctly to get the work that they're looking for. And rather than saying, I don't trust you, and you're the problem, what I would say as a leader is you have to look at yourself and see, am I doing what I need to be doing as a leader in a really good way or not? And if I'm not setting expectations clearly, following up in that the proper way, giving you the right support and coaching, then I've got to change. I've got to find out where my mistakes are. I've got to change that. And by changing that, maybe your performance comes up the way that I want it to. And it's not a problem if you can't perform. It's a problem that I wasn't leading well. So you want to find out what's holding you back from the trust. But simply said, you have to get trust back. Again, those are only two examples I gave of trust. There's lots of more roads. that come into the problem of trust. So please see if you can identify that. If you can't, work with your coach.